Big round of applause for Gail Thackray, spiritual medium, all the way from the USA. Come and sit down. What have we got behind me? Freaky life moments. Okay, this is exciting. What's this about? So this is what we're interested in, your journey. Everyone wants to know how to become a spiritual medium, So this book, what inspired you to write this particular book?
Well, this actually isn't published yet. It's brand new, so I kind of just printed up a few copies to see what people think about it. But I was not a medium all my life. Until I was 40, I was pretty normal, and then I woke up and started doing freaky stuff.
That's incredible. So there's still hope for some people who are sitting there waiting for something to happen.
Later.
When's God going to talk to me?
And I realized that after I did this, that, you look back on your life and you start saying, oh, well, I used to do this. So, I used to get a little bit of premonitions, or I used to have dreams, or I saw things. And I realized, when you add it all together, you start to see that there's this whole spiritual world around you, and that it's available to everybody. And I thought, if I can do this, then everybody can do this.
What is what he's saying? There's signs and synchronicities all the time, all day, all night, but we're not aligned to it. We're not open to it, so it's going past us. It's not like the angels aren't trying to get your attention, but it's just that you're asleep. That's why they say it's the awakening.
Yeah, and we're a little different. Some people are very clairsentient. So, I see a couple of people in the audience. This lady here at the front, the lady in the purple. You guys are the very sensitive ones. You're the ones that people come up to and they dish out all the problems on you. But you pick up, you're very empathic. So you kind of know, you get a gut feeling when something's going to happen. Which sounds great to a lot of people, but it's really not that pleasant to live with unless you're very careful and you do protection, which I talk about. So the clairsentient people are the ones that feel it. And you just kind of have a knowing when something's going to happen. And you really actually don't really need to open up more. You need to learn how to protect yourself and be able to turn it on and off. Then there's other people that are clairvoyant. Those are the people that see things. This lady at the back with the blue checkered shirt on, you see things. Yeah, you kind of don't admit it half the time, but you do. And the lady standing up, you see quite a lot of things. And sometimes we see things, and we might just start with little lights and turn around, and then there's nothing there. Or we see something in a reflection, and then we say, oh, no, I'm not. But we're clairvoyant. I'm more clairaudient, which is more messages. And
that's cheating, because when you can hear the angels or the spirit guides, you don't have to try and work out, like play charades. Some of us have to play charades, but if you can hear them, that's really handy, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you hear them, you think it's your own imagination, so you think you're making it up, right? How many of you get ringing in your right ear? How many of you have that? Okay, that's a good sign that Spirit's trying to come and talk to you. And it's not like they're going, hello, I got a message for you. It's like a thought in your own mind, so it feels like you're making it up. So, you feel like you're really dumb because you think like, oh no, that's, I just made that up. But no, when you get messages, it just feels like your thoughts. And then you try, doing it for somebody else, and you'll realize it's not my thought.
But also he's saying that I know that if I'm in my own way and I'm picking up my own messages, I could be shopping and there's this song that comes through me with the lyrics of what they're trying to say to me, and I never listen to the lyrics of any songs. And I'm thinking, well, how did that happen? They got a DJ up there that they play music and think, let's just download that one and then the lyrics come down. I mean, how do they do that?
That is a great example because they're showing you through a sign, because we're a bit dumb, we have a hard time. If a ghost appeared in front of me, I would run the other way screaming, right? So if something's really obvious, we get too scared, or we don't believe it. But what they'll do is they'll bring us little signs. So if we put something out there, if you say something to your spirit guide and you're asking a question, how often later does somebody at work show up and start talking about that very thing that you're asking about, right? Or you just happen to see it on the internet, or you just get an intuition, right? Well, most of the time it's not really intuition, it's your guides actually talking to you.
So how do we know the difference between a spiritual message and this garbage that comes through the filter? How do we define the difference? Like if there's a song on the radio 10 times and there's something on the TV they're trying to get through, but we're like, whatever, that's just the TV.
It is hard to know at first, and when people do my workshops, that's the big thing, is am I just making it up, or is there somebody really there? And there is a subtle difference. I mean, there is a feeling when they come through. They're on a much higher vibration. You know, we're down here, we have to lift our vibration up. They have to actually come down a little bit. But when there's that connection, when they come through, there's that amazing, amazing loving feeling. So how many of you have ever felt one of your loved ones around you in spirit? You just kind of have that
you get the cold shivers.
feeling.
You get the, oh my God, I feel like someone says to me, I feel like someone's walked over my grave, because I get the cold shivers.
Yeah, and we have different signs. Some people get shivers, some people hear things, but you know, we get different kind of clues from spirit.
I remember I was doing a course once, spiritual mediumship, and we said, okay, we want a definite sign that you guys are here. And the sign, it was literally this sign here, literally fell on the floor in that moment, and we went, okay, that's definitely a sign.
Yeah, and for me, they've got to kind of knock me over the head, because I don't believe it. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know, it could have been, maybe do something else, you know, so.
But that's what I mean, it depends on it. I think that I would rather see everything as a sign, so I'm more awake to it, rather than go the other way and say that nothing is a sign. It would be easier, it awakens you more.
So in my book, I try to go through, well, how did it work for me? And if people are a little bit different, how could it work for you? If you're more visual, if you're better at dreaming, how does that work for you? And how do I prepare? And how do we get into that mindset? And what do all these different things mean that you might have seen? You know, have you seen strange lights in the sky? Have you kind of lost track of time sometimes? Do you know when the family member's going to call? And then how do you kind of hone that in? And how do you develop that? And how do you, develop your courses?
We bring you.
Well, hopefully they can read the book and then they don't need to.
So does the book actually teach us about how to bring those gifts out and stop being afraid of that? Is that what it's about?
Well, it's not really a how-to book. It is my life story.
Journey, yeah.
But I try to write it from a point of view of, I had this, and I bet you've had something similar to this.
Yes.
And in fact, I just bumped into a lady that got my book yesterday, has almost finished it, and she said it was really confirmation for her because she's had these little signs, and then when she started reading, she said, wow, then I really do have something. I really am on the right track. I think a lot of people don't have the confidence.
But people say, it's just your imagination, but that's where they come through, isn't it? Not the mental. The imagination is infinite, so that's where. So when they say to me, yeah, it is my imagination.
Yes, and sometimes, if you're having a hard time with that, I say just have a go and think, well, if I had to just imagine it, what would it be? And if they're reading for somebody else, often the other person will say, well, wow, my dad did do that, or my mom did look like that, and so the person's kind of surprised. And that's how it happens for me.
As a medium, it's all about you trust everything that comes through. And you can guarantee the ones that you keep getting it over and over again and the same message, and you ignore it because you think it's embarrassing to say that, and then you find out later that was so relevant to the reading, isn't it? So it's a trust, isn't it? And the patterns keep coming up.
Yeah, and that's the hardest thing. When I teach people mediumship, they're always like, oh, I should have said that. I was thinking that, and I should have said that. But you can't do that all the time. You've got to have an on-off switch, because you just got absolutely nuts. Walking around the supermarket going, oh, I have a message for you, or I'm feeling it. I mean, you can't live like that. You've got to live your life. You've got to be grounded. So for me, we also talk about, well, how do you switch it on and say, okay, now I'm ready? And I actually do that. I mean, I have a little kind of a thing where I call in my guides and say, okay, now I'm ready to communicate. I have a funny story about that, because, sometimes when I get up on stage, it's hard to find a little place where I can kind of have a moment to call in my guides. And so often I go to the ladies' room, right? And I'm sitting there one day calling to my guides, and I got...
Okay, there's so many angels in toilets. That's where everyone does their readings.
And then the spirits came through and said, really? Do you really think this is a good place to be calling in your guides?
I do it all the time. We've got 5 minutes. We're in a hurry because we're another author. So sorry we have to cut you off, but we need to...
Okay, well, I gave out a few cards. I had Little Angel.
The other one. Oh, okay, so we've got to ask super quick. In fact, we don't have time for questions. I'm sorry. We've got Peter Dingle. He's got 5 minutes.
It's 5 minutes for Gail.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We've got 2 questions for Gail.
Okay, and I also handed out some cards. So while we're just finishing up, if everybody's got a card or a piece of paper, just write on there a very special blessing that you'd like today from Spirit. Go ahead and put down something that you'd like to have, some kind of better health issue, something you want to manifest. Go ahead, put down a special blessing, something for yourself. And then on the back...
We're calling the cash flow angels?
Yeah, call them cash flow angels. And do you need a little bit more abundance in your life?
Romance angels.
A new job? A A new boyfriend?
Sex angels.
New husband?
Do they have sex angels?
Sex angels. Okay, and then on the back, put your name and your email. But write it clearly so I can actually read it, because we're going to win some stuff.
We
I've
want
got
to
some
send you
winning
things,
stuff.
that's right. Yeah. We want to send you some more gifts.
So did we want to have a volunteer while we're waiting?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You want to come out and volunteer?
We've got 2 minutes left. You win a prize.
Okay. So, volunteer, have a seat here.
I love the Yogi Bear. Is that relevant to the healing?
Okay, so I'm going to tap into spirit and ask, what it is that you need, and look at your energy around you. And they're saying that you're feeling a little bit blocked. Your third eye feels a little bit blocked, and that's actually why your eyesight's a little bit worse right now. Because your clairvoyance actually affects your seeing, direction you want to go. So you're feeling like in your career right now, you're just not really sure where you want to go with it. You kind of have an idea about what you'd like to do, but like, how do you get there, right? Okay, so but you can't see the way out to where you want to go, and that's because you're a little bit blocked here. And you've been saying, I'd really like to be able to see more things. I'd really like to be more clairvoyant, right? And are you in some kind of spiritual business? It's kind of on the fringe of it. It's not like reading tarot cards or anything, but you'd like to do something. You're a natural energy channel, so I think you'd like to do something a little bit more holistic. And what you're doing in your job right now is a little bit boring, right? What's in finance? Yeah. Okay. Now, do you also get a little bit of issue with your left knee? Okay, so the left knee is stuck energy from not moving forward, and it's usually in the job, right? So you've got the not being able to see where you're going, and then you've got a little bit of stuck energy. So, we really want to give your career a little bit of a boost right now, and that's really, I think, your main focus on why you came up here. So what I want to do is, anybody else in the room that wants to join in, you want to open up your third eye a little bit? Be a little bit more psychic, right? And we'll release any stuck energy while we're doing it. So if you want to join in, we're going to use her as a surrogate. Just put your hand right here on your third eye. So you just put your hand right there, over your third eye, right there. Yeah. And close your eyes, and we're going to ask to tap in and use these beautiful spirits that want to come around you and want to work with you, and we're going to ask to open up our heart to receive this powerful energy. Would you like to open up your third eye? Give me a big yes. Yes. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Wow, did you actually see a deep blue purple color come out right there? It felt kind of weird. That's a good thing. Okay.
Good.
So hopefully not only will you see something psychic, you'll have a better direction where you're going with your career, and your eyesight's going to get better. Okay. So I want an email from you. Give me a hug.
I can actually see her energy. You just cleared the channel for her, so it did work.
So do we want to pick a winner for the book?
Okay, pick a winner, please.
So let's bring up our cards that you have with your very special blessing on it, and I'm actually going to put these cards, they will be on my healing list. I'm going to put them in my John of God triangle so that you'll be surprised when you do receive what you've asked for. Just be open to receiving it. And this is my healing list. So you're going on my healing list, and when I go anywhere special in the world, I will email you and let you know.
Beautiful.
So we're going to pick a winner when the cards come up, and we're going to give away my Freaky Life Moments book here.
Signed, I hope.
Oh yeah, you come and I will sign it. My booth is right around the corner here at the bottom of the escalator, so if you come over there, I will sign it for you. Give you a little bit of a mini reading. If you didn't
I
get
feel
one.
that I just had a little bit of a clearing there myself.
Yeah, and your throat.
My throat and my chest. So
That's
thank
wonderful.
you.
Yeah. We could give away some other books too.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
This
wonderful.
is my Chloe.
Okay.
This is my little girl.
Wonderful, Chloe. So you want to pick me a winner for this Freaky Life Moments book. So you want to pick
This
one
is
of these
Angel
cards?
Chloe. Where's your wings, Chloe?
She put them down. She folded them down right now.
She's got her own wings.
Okay, Angel Chloe picked for us.
Can Chloe read the name?
Gertrude Kammerer. Congratulations.
Yay.
Come and get your Freaky Life Moments book, and then come back and I will sign it for you. Okay, how about we give away my How to Torture Your Pets book?
Yes.
Okay, this is a book. Who has an animal at home, a dog or a cat they want to talk to? You know, when you start doing psychic things, you start opening up. It's all the same thing. So let's pick a winner for the dog book.
The last
And it goes
winner.
to Margaret Drade.
Yay.
Margaret, congratulations. So you can get the dog book.
We've all got time. We're kicking you off the stage.
I'm getting kicked off now. Well, so you'll have to come to my booth over there. I am at 4 o'clock going to be doing a workshop. How many of you know your soul purpose? Do you know what you're supposed to be doing with your life?
Is there one more author?
No,
Where's Peter?
it's time to, but you're 2:30 is the next people.
Okay. We're going to just do the raffle then. Do you want to help us with the big basket? Well, Chloe's going to come now and just pick the...
So at 4 o'clock I'm going to be doing a soul purpose workshop if any of you want to find
give it a
out
bit of a
about
shake.
what your soul purpose is.
Okay. You're picking it. Sorry.
And I'm going to be staying around on Monday. I'm going to be close by. I'm going to do some workshops all day. I'm going to teach you how to be a medium. So if any of you are interested in actually connecting with your loved ones, reading tarot cards and being a medium, I'm actually going to stay here and be teaching that tomorrow.
So we have a winner of this basket that's behind me, valued at over $750. Chloe, what's the name?
Debbie Noble.
Debbie in the room? Is Debbie still here? Debbie, oh sorry. It's Noble, N-O-B-L-E. Is Debbie here? Debbie might have walked off, but we'll keep Debbie's name on the side. Make sure you keep that separate and that we'll contact her. We'll write her a letter. But what we do, we'll send her gifts during the week. To say thanks everyone for coming.
Thank you everyone for coming.
And how about a round of applause for the angel?
Thank you. And so that's all. Thank you. Thanks, Gail. Give her a round of applause. Thanks, Gail.